will be achieved through modern agricultural practices and value addition. An integrated approach towards agro and food processing, preservation, packaging and maintenance of the cold chain will be our focus of attention. A healthy India is the ninth dimension of our vision. We will be aiming at healthy society with an environment of health assurance and the support of necessary infrastructure. Our government has rolled out the Ayushman Bharat scheme. By 2030, we will work towards a distress-free healthcare and a functional and comprehensive wellness system for all. Such a healthy India, built with the participation of women, having equal rights and concern for their safety and empowerment. Madam Speaker, our vision can be delivered by Team India, our employees working together with the elected government, transforming India into a minimum government, maximum governance nation. This is the 10th dimension. Our India of 2030 will have a proactive and responsible bureaucracy which will be viewed as friendly to the people. With this comprehensive 10-dimensional vision, we will create an India where poverty, malnutrition, littering and illiteracy would be a matter of the past. India would be a modern, technology-driven, high-growth, equitable and transparent society. Madam, I come to the fiscal program for 2019-20 and beyond. The estimate of incomes and expenditure, which I am presenting today, pegs the fiscal deficit of year 2019-20 at 3.4% of the GDP. We would have maintained fiscal deficit at 3.3% for the current year very easily, and maybe taken more steps to further consolidate the fiscal deficit in the next year. However, considering the need for income support to the farmers, we have provided 20,000 crore in the current year, revised estimate, and 75,000 crore next year. If we exclude this, the fiscal deficit would have been less than 3.3% for the current year and less than 3.1% for next year. The total expenditure rises from 24,57,235 crore in 18-19 revised estimate to 27,84,200 crore in the 19-20 budget estimate, a rise of approximately 13.3%. और इसको इस परिप्रेक्ष्य में देखना होगा कि 10% से महंगाई हम सिर्फ 4.5% पे ले आए, तो ये नॉमिनल ग्रोथ के हिसाब से खर्चा बढ़ता है. अगर 10% महंगाई के हिसाब से चलता तो आप सोचिए इसमें ग्रोथ कुछ भी नहीं होती. तो ये हमारे काम के परिणाम है कि कम महंगाई और फिर भी तेज गति से सरकार खर्चा कर रही है. Centrally sponsored schemes. This reflects a high increase considering low inflation. Capital expenditure for 2019-20 budget estimate is estimated to be 3,36,292 crores. Centrally sponsored schemes are proposed to be allocated 3,27,679 crore in the budget estimate 19-20, as against 3,04,849 crore in the revised estimate of the current year. Allocation for National Education Mission is being increased from 32,334 crore in the revised estimate to 38,572 crore in budget estimate 19-20. Allocation for Integrated Child Development Scheme is being increased from 23,357 crore in RE's 18-19 to 27,584 crore in B 1920. A substantial increase is proposed in the allocation for welfare of the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The allocation of rupees 56,619 crore made in budget estimate 1819 for scheduled castes further increased to rupees 62,474 crore in our revised estimate of the current year, and is now proposed to be further increased in the budget estimate next year to 76,801 crore. ये 35% बढ़ोतरी है शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट के लिए, 35.6% increase. For the scheduled tribes also, proposed allocation in budget estimate 1920 is rupees 50,086 crore as against 39,135 crore in budget estimate 1819, an increase of 28%. We have pursued the public enterprises asset management agenda to make these enterprises accountable to the people. As many as 57 central public sector enterprises are now listed with a market cap of over 13 lakh crores. The government received 1 lakh crore from disinvestment proceeds last year. We are confident of crossing the target of rupees 80,000 crore this year. We have maintained the glide path towards our target of 3% of fiscal deficit to be achieved by 2020-21. India's debt to GDP, which was 46.5% in 17-18, while the FRBM Act prescribes that the debt to GDP ratio should be brought down to 40% by 2024-25. Along with completion of our fiscal deficit consolidation program, we'll now focus on debt consolidation program. Our government had promised last year that we will carry out reforms in stamp duty levied and collected on financial securities transactions. I am proposing, therefore, through the finance bill, necessary amendments in this regard. The amendments proposed will usher in a very streamlined system. Stamp duties would be levied on one instrument relating to one transaction and get collected only at one place through the stock exchange. The duty so collected will be shared with all the state governments seamlessly on the basis of domicile of the buying client. Madam Speaker, now I come to Part B of the tax proposals. On behalf of all the people of India and on behalf of our government, I would first like to thank all our taxpayers for their valuable contribution to nation building and for providing a better quality life to the poor and marginalized sections of society. Your tax helps provide dignity to our sisters and mothers with toilets and cooking gas connections. Your tax pays for the electricity connections to the poor also, I propose the following changes. individual taxpayers having taxable annual income up to rupees 5 lakhs will get full tax rebate. Therefore will not be required to pay any tax. As a result, even persons having gross income up to rupees 6.5 lakhs may not be required to pay any income tax if they make investments in provident funds, specified savings, insurance, etc. 6.5 लाख तक जब आप ये इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हो तो 6.5 लाख तक भी कोई टैक्स नहीं आएगा अगर आप इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हो स्पेसिफाइड सेविंग्स में।